All right. I'm going to address something right now, and this is going to be said. Desperation is what it is. These people are so desperate. They're self-loathing son of a bitches. They really have too much time on their hands and not enough fucking brain. Certain somebody wants to get sued again. Well, you got my attention this time. Certain somebody doesn't know when to shut his mouth. You will get sued. Now, we got a problem here. We've got a disconnect. Chris Hansen, and I guess I'm not talking about the Hansen brothers with a bop song. I'm talking about Chris Hansen, the man that started a show back in 2015 in Beverly Hills, Hollywood, California, How to Catch a Predator. Mind you now, most of the people in Hollywood are predators. Most of the people in L.A. are predators, or I don't dare I say pedophiles, pretty much. Pedophiles that hide. Okay? Now, you want to talk about me? You want to make an accusation? I don't know if you want to do it as a parody. First of all, you don't even know me. Your association to that buffoon who pretty much houses a predator, okay? Someone who has a predator living in his home, and then you, I guess you got paid $50 to do that little PSA announcement or whatever, that announcement, contacting me, blurting my whole name, saying that I'm a sexual predator, saying that I'm a stalker, and saying that I raped somebody. The shit's going to stop. Shit's going to stop now. Yes, you have opened your mouth. You've all opened your mouth about two different people that have said some shit about me before. Those two people will be dealt with. But let's take it for what it is. People are people who they associate with. Who you talk with, your friends, the people amongst you, are pretty much the people that pretty much make you to be who you are. So in other words, if a slime ball hangs around another slime ball, well, I guess it must be a frickin' slime ball. If a pedo hangs around another pedo, I guess it must be a freaking pedo. Now, let's do some credibility, a little credibility story. This man blurts out my full legal name, saying that I'm a rapist and saying that and talking about different stuff about me doing this. You think it's a parody? You're going to contest it to be a parody? It's not a parody because you don't know me from Adam. And I'm not in that ilk or in that climate in L.A. But now you've got my attention, and you're obviously stupid because what you're doing, you open up Pandora's box. And once you open up Pandora's box, there ain't no turning back. So, sir, you are supposedly a Class A celebrity. You're a Class A celebrity. You had your own show or whatnot. Well, they fired your ass on NBC. They fired your ass on NBC. You also are an adulteress. You're an adulteress. You cheated on your wife, and you did some time in the penitentiary, in jail. You did some jail time, okay? And back earlier this past year in 2019 for bad checks, okay? Bad checks to a tune of $13,000, or maybe I misread. I believe it was more than that. But you wrote some bad checks to find your scams that you're pulling off or whatever. Let me let you know and give you a clue, okay? You obviously aren't so bright. You're obviously desperate because you're going to take scraps from people that are criminals. You obviously hang around criminals, such as your buddy WM, who is a criminal. And that makes you obviously a criminal because you've done some time in the jail for writing bad checks back in January 2019. So your credibility, sir, about me lacks big time. Now you've opened up Pandora's box, and now you've opened up a door you don't want to open, but the damage is done. Chris Hansen, I'm going to show you what it's like to catch a predator, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to catch you, and I'm going to catch you with a civil lawsuit, you son of a bitch. So you want to catch a predator? You are the predator, and I'm going to catch you myself. Get ready. You're going to get sued, and you're going to wish to hell you never uttered my fucking name. You got it? Take that and rest on that. All right. We'll say one more thing real fast. Sean Brennan, do yourself a favor. Get rid of that turkey gobbler that you have under your neck, on your neckline. Get some plastic surgery. Matter of fact, so I don't have to look at that face or see you. You have to have the audacity to even talk or say anything at all. What you need to do is take care of that turkey gobbler under your neck. Get some plastic surgery. Matter of fact, what I might do, I might put a couple $100 toward that. And it's just so funny that you seem to have the need to do a video right after I do a video. Every time I do a video, you've got to do a video. Go into a hole and stay in that hole. Okay? Stay in that hole. Get lost and go to hell. Enough is enough. This defamation, all of this defamation that's happening is going to come to a drastic halt. I want to see where this video is. I want to see the alleged video that was made. I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Marty. Your shenanigans, your shit, your stalking, your cyber stalking is going to end. You hired private investigators to follow me around. You've gone ahead and made comments. You're talking about people that you don't know about. You're making accusations. You keep saying it. You keep talking. You keep telling people. You've asked for it, and now you're going to get it. You need to leave or not implicate those people. And you know who I'm talking about. If you've disturbed them, if you bothered them, you're going to answer to me, you son of a bitch. I'm not intimidated by you whatsoever. There's no act here. There's no show. If you called her parents up and said anything to them in derogatory and made up a story, you're going to answer to me, you son of a bitch, because I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Billy Baxter, someone told me that you did something. I might get in your real world as well. This shit is going to stop. All the jokes, all the poking is done. This shit is going to stop because I fucking will see it. I will make it stop. I'm going to check my emails. I'm going to go over all those addresses. And I'm suing the fuck out of you, Marty. Marty, Will, and Sean. All three of you are going to be sued. And for good measure, Chris Perron, a.k.a. Billy Baxter, I'm going to add you also, you son of a bitch. Watch me. Watch me. I want to say something else. As I said during my birthday party, in the memorial that I had for Jamie, I meant every word of it. There's not a day that goes by that I don't sit down and reflect and think about her. I miss her tremendously. I would have never hurt her. We argued like cats and dogs, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's no one's goddamn fucking business. I loved that woman, and her mom knew that. She knew it. So don't ever say anything different, because I will correct it. I'm going to correct the wrong that was made. She wasn't with me for 6 months when she died. She wasn't with me. If she was with me, she'd still be here. She would still be here. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fuck up whoever keeps saying this shit. I swear, I'm going to put an end to this bullshit. I'm in a rare fucking mood. My adrenaline is kicked up. I am very angry. I'm going to set a wrong and make it right. Nobody is going to keep mentioning and talking about this situation. Because you weren't there, you don't know a damn fucking thing. I swear, this is going to end, and I'm going to make sure it ends. Never question me. Never question how and what I did for that woman. I loved her, and I will always love her. Don't fucking use this. Don't fucking play this, because it's going to backfire, and I'm going to make it right, and I'm going to take care of the situation. All right, I'm gonna come out right now. Just when I think that I've seen what I've seen, just when I think I've seen a bunch of fruitcakes and a bunch of, I don't know what you want to call it, this cue ball pops his fucking head out, and it makes me want to play some pool. It makes me want to take this cue ball's head and pretty much put it in the center pocket, if you know what I mean. Who in the hell do you think you are for even, for running your mouth? You sound like you got a nasal cavity going on there. It sounds like someone has punched you in the face. And if you ever got in my face, I would definitely punch you in the face. You sound like Ben Stein, and nasally, and it sounds like you've done some heavy mushrooms. Is the blood thinning up on top of that cue ball? That's what I want to know. Is that cue ball thinning blood? Maybe you need to take some blood thinner or whatever you got to do. Maybe you need to, I don't know what you need to do. Maybe you need to put some milk in that damn weed ball that weed bong that you're eating or whatever you're doing. Hey, buddy, did I ask you for any comments? Did I ask you to even bring up my name? Did I ask you to bring up my name in any capacity? Did I ask you for anything? No, I didn't ask you for shit. And yet here you are, running your mouth, saying shit, saying that I did this. Listen here. What's the name? Deuce? Oh my God. Just when I thought I've seen all of them, and this fucker climbs out of the hole. This is like a fucking guy. It looks like a guy that came from prison. I want to know, how many years have you done in prison? I know you've done some prison time. Just, I don't know. I mean, what hair you've got on your head. I need to look at it again. Now, you don't have any hair on your head. Maybe you need to get some hair on your head. Get some Propecia or some Rogaine. Or perhaps maybe what you ought to do is get Just for Men. Well, no, that's actually dye. No, what you need to do is maybe take some pubic hair from your lover's genitals and put it on your head and use some crazy glue on top, and maybe you can have a good set of hair. Because when I see that face, it makes me want to shoot pool. I want to shoot pool and put the cue stick right in that fucking face. Actually, I want to punch that face. You have a real good punching face. I hope you know that. Where in the fuck what hole did you come out of? You came out of obviously you've been in the prison. You've been in prison. That's obvious. And you're going to sit here and talk about me being fat? I'm fat. My teeth are rotted out. You see my teeth? My teeth are as white as can be. You see my smile? My teeth is so white. Who in the fuck are you to judge me? You moronic piece of shit. Unbelievable. And I think the problem is, and I think in this incident, the mother should have been shot. Your mother should have been shot for having you come out of her hole. Then, in fact, as I've said before so many times, maybe the daddy should have kept it in. And the key word that I can think of right at this very moment is rubbers, rubbers, rubbers. Your daddy should have used one. Hey, nobody, what I do, and I just got off the phone with Saunders, and I told Saunders this. Saunders keeps thinking that that everything is forgotten and he's my friend. I know he's talking to you all, so don't get it twisted. I know that, but he's telling me that he's my friend and he's going to help me. Help me do what? That's what I want to know. I know he's talking to you all. I just know it. It's no beyond a shadow of a doubt. Talking about this and talking about that. Hey, so this is what I want to hear. What I want to see. I want to see this alleged video with Magic Matt. There's none. And I want to see this alleged video where you're talking to my girl's parents. I don't believe there's any. Until I'm proved different, then produce. Produce or shut the fuck up. Video with Master Matt, Magic Matt, and video with my girl's parents. And for the last fucking time, stop bringing up the dead. The dead can't defend themselves. Stop bringing up the dead. I'm getting sick of this. But I know not any of you would ever say any of this shit to my face. And stop photoshopping my father. My father, stop photoshopping his picture. He was a brilliant man who was a chemist for the United States Tobacco Company. My father was brilliant in exterior, rough in exterior, but a brilliant man. And he knew his craft. He was a brilliant genius. A genius. Okay? And here we go again with this bullshit, talking about shit that you don't even know. You're so fucking desperate. And now you're going ahead and reaching for another moronic friend of Kevin's, Donna Parker. Well, you know, you want to open that door up? You want to open that door about Donna Parker? She was going to pay to live with me. And she took her deposit of $350. And then she came and said she didn't want to move in with me. So then, you know, that was deposit fee, and it was taken. It was not a damn frickin' thing she could do about it, and she was bitching. She wanted to move in out of the place that she was at, working with a bunch of people that said that mistreated her. The people mistreated her, and she was watching this older person. I think she's a nurse or whatever she is. I don't give a fuck what she is. But she was watching these people, and then the son mistreated her. Well, obviously she had the same moronic attitude with the son, and then she had a moronic attitude with me because she thinks she's going to lead me on saying that she was going to move in as a roommate in my old house, only to get a plumber to come in there and run his mouth about, you know, whatever he wants to run his mouth about. So I took her deposit, and that was legal, and she wasn't going to get it back. So I don't give a damn what that fat whale had to say. She was, yeah, she's got some screws loose in her head. She was a person that I met. Well, actually, she's just as old as Sarah Metz. So I mean, maybe Sarah Metz and Donna Parker need to rub something together. Maybe have some lesbian sex. Hey, I don't give a fuck about any more of this shit. My mission is to do me. As I told Saunders, I said, I don't need your help. I told Saunders, I don't need your help. I don't need anything from you. I'm not asking anything from you, especially someone that recorded conversations. Saunders recorded conversation. Saunders went ahead and gave out information. I don't need anything from that. I will not subject myself to be exploited by anybody. And what I do is my fucking business, and it's only my fucking business. None of this other shit matters. None of this other shit means a tink of shit. Stop talking about the dead. Stop photoshopping my father's picture. You all wish you had the mind my father had. You wish you had the brain my father had. It's just one thing after another. The one thing about me is I'm who I am 24/7. I don't change like the wind. I keep pushing. And if I don't get it right, I end up getting it right. So I don't need some fucker to say different. I don't need some fucktwad to say different. And you know what? Making all these up, making up my defamation case, these people will be dealt with. Keep up what you're doing. I implore you to keep up what you're doing, because you're only going to make it worse. You're going to make my case stronger. And I'm coming after you, the ones I said I'm coming after. It's that simple. Okay? And Now it's time to leave me the fuck alone. It's time to stop talking about people you don't know about in my life. It's time for you to stop making accusations about me doing things that are totally accusations. I made a mistake for saying what I did say. I don't owe any explanation. My personal life is my fucking personal life. Period. And you want to use these sayings and, you know, again, I like to use your head to shoot pool. So if I ever see that ball head maybe somewhere around, I want to take a pool stick and stick your head in the pool table. Because I feel I have the urge of playing pool when I see that fucking bald moronic head. And deuce, I got a deuce for you. Deuce and deuce. Deuce and deuce. Deuce middle fingers. Deuce middle fingers up your ass. Up your fucking ass. Hey, listen here, Baldy. I don't need to know nothing from you. I don't care to know nothing from you. But I know one thing. If you ran your mouth in front of me, you wouldn't be sitting upright. And then paying alleged PIs. Now, this is the foreigner now. Keep it up. You've paid foreigners, this foreigner has paid PIs to follow me. Okay? Have them come up to me. Approach me. Meet and greet, if you will. Maybe brass knuck to forehead. Yes, maybe a brass knuck to the kisser, right to the forehead. Approach me, and you won't be standing upright. You won't be standing upright. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. If you got a problem with me, we can handle it. If you got a problem with me, I don't back down. I can take care of the situation. I can handle it. And for the rest of you all, and Brendan, keep flapping your gums. You can't even hold yourself upright. You're living in an assisted living center. You're not living in any apartment. You're living in an assisted living center in your bathroom and you shower in your bathtub. It's a thing to hold a disabled person up. Brendan, you're not fooling anyone, okay? And yeah, that jowl, man, trick or treat, give me something good to eat. But you know what? I'm telling you, man, maybe a little Botox. I'm going to get some Botox right here. But get some Botox to that face and get some plastic surgery and do the world a favor. Why don't you just get rid of that face and just make it an empty head? That would be better than what people have to look at of some freakazoid, some freaking goth-looking emo piece of shit. And how can I forget? Now, maybe I had this off track, but our friend Christian Thurston is up the river. We haven't heard a word from Christian Thurston in a long time. I wonder why. What had happened? FBI took care of him. So the FBI might take care of the rest of you. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And you ain't going to like the outcome. Okay? Now, I'd live my life. Now it's time. I live my life. I do what I want. And I will be coming after you all. Those pages are coming down, and I'm coming after every one of you all. Bank on that. All right. I'm not spending a lot of time with this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time telling you this is Easter Sunday, and I'm not really wanting to spend my time dealing with this charade or whatnot, this fucking joke. But it's Easter Sunday, and you think that people would have better things to do with their time than rather than fucking sending me emails and calling me up and trolling me. The trolling shit, it's going to stop. Like I said, because I've said before, and will stop. The internet, 20 years ago, we didn't have this because 20 years ago, there was no internet. 20 years ago, there wasn't an internet, and people couldn't troll people and get people's information and hack people's information and get people's credit information. Okay? Fucker, you're out there and you're looking at my credit. You ain't the brightest tool, aren't you? You're not the fucking brightest tool. See, this shit's coming to an end. I'm not saying this to hear myself talk. This shit's coming to an end because I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's not happening fast enough, but it's going to happen. Back in the 90s, things were simpler. We didn't have this crap, this shit going on. Back in the 90s, things were a whole lot simpler, where people couldn't troll people because there wasn't a thing called the internet where people can get into the internet and try to cyberstalk someone. Everybody's hiding their faces in anonymity because they're cowards. Every troll out there, majority of these trolls hide their anonymity because they're fucking cowards. And yet, here it is, Easter Sunday. Sean Brennan is at it again, running his goddamn mouth. But see, this is what they want. See, they want me to do a video so then they can go ahead and stroke off their 2-inch dongs to everything I say. They want to stroke off their 2-inch dongs to pretty much everything I say. Short, sweet, and to the point. I have nothing to hide. I'm not on stand, and no one is going to put me on stand. And if anybody is going to sue somebody, I'm going to be doing the suing soon enough. And the plaintiff, once again, will be me. But the only difference this time is when I sue, I'm going to have all my ducks in a row, my I's dotted and my T's crossed, and the group of people that are going to be sued, and they're going to be sued for lots of things. Defamation, among other things. Defamation, definitely defamation. Now, you want to keep on saying that somebody's going to sue me? I call the bluff to that. Okay? Anybody sues me, it gives me a free countersuit. And those people in Woodstock are not suing me. Those people in Woodstock, Virginia are not suing me. Okay? This is a bunch of smoke and mirrors. This is a farce. Okay? You cannot buy someone. You cannot buy someone's soul, if you will. Okay? You can't do that. Because legally, it doesn't happen that way. You don't buy someone to get someone to do something you want. You see, you can't buy someone to do something that you want. Okay? And for your information, you fat tub of shit. You fat tub of shit. For your information there, Brennan, you don't know what I've done. And I would have strongly advised you, you piece of shit. I would strongly advise you, you piece of shit, to cease with with all these fucking things that you're sending. All these YouTube videos that you're doing. I find it kind of interesting that you're posting on Yard Wars. That is quite interesting. I'm going to say this here, Brennan. You seem to be really vocal. But you were scared shitless months ago when you knew the hammer was going to drop. When the hammer was about ready to drop on you like it should have, you were scared out of your mind, scared shitless. Let me say this, and then say this really good. It's Easter Sunday. I'm going to finish off my holiday. I'm going to finish going to the park, relaxing with the dog and doing my thing. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chill out. Okay? I've got my bandana, I've got my gear here, so I'm protected so I don't catch this damn virus. And people keep putting up my picture saying that I have it. That shit has been well documented by the police. That shit's going to stop. People are dropping like flies. People are dying. There's a nursing home out here in Henrico County. They haven't shut down yet, and people are dying on that nursing home. There's a Kroger that people are dying at, and yet these trolls still troll. These trolls still do what they do. In New York, there's more of the casualties have happened in New York, and yet people are still dropping like flies. And yet, what do these trolls do? They still do the same shit that they do. It's a wonder that they don't drop. If it was poetic justice, these trolls would catch the coronavirus and they would drop, and it would be the beautiful thing. Brennan, shut your mouth. Okay? You're going under charters you don't know a damn thing about. You need to shut your fucking mouth. Okay? It's that fucking simple. And whatever lawsuit is a brewing, whoever is going to sue me for what? That family is not suing me. This is all pre-made. This is all a charade. Okay? That family in Woodstock is not suing me. Okay, I know that. So, I know who's trying to. So, why don't you go ahead and take the first jab so I can take the next jab and knock your ass out. I'll knock your ass out. It will save me on filing fee, and I'll countersue that lawsuit. That's what you want to do. So why don't you go ahead and do it and stop implicating people that you should not be implicating. Stop bothering a certain family up there. You need to stop it. And stop with these freaking emails. And stop with these freaking videos. And Brennan, you really need to lose some weight, buddy. That gobbler is still there. You need it. I told you. I'll give you $1 for your plastic surgery. You need a plastic surgeon. That plastic surgery should have been done years and years ago. Okay? Fuck off. Fuck off. All of you. And leave me the fuck alone. Right, make it short and sweet, to the point, and bring it to the attention of what is going on right now. It's Gorgeous George. We are dealing with the summer months. We just had a beautiful birthday bash in July. It was wonderful. Everybody was there. And the best thing about it, no troll was ever around. No troll ever knew where it was and where it was being done. And adding to that, these nimwits think to know that they know so much about what I'm doing. Well, I asked these nimwits, where is this lawsuit? Where is the interview with Magic Matt? Where is the lawsuit? There ain't none. And now they're prefabricating, saying that they've got my book. The two things that they have, and that is it. Two things that they have that I have put in my book that they have. But they're smizing what I would say, taking old stuff from an old website and sticking in what they know and what they think they know to try to make it sound like it's me. Well, first of all, it's not my work. It's not me. I am in the midst of working the book. I will have the book done, and I will be the owner of their said book. So what these imbeciles are doing right now is a bunch of drama. They're trying to get a reaction out of me, and I have to put it. They let it set for the record that of what they're doing is not of my book. That of what they're doing is not my work. It's not my book. There are two things that are dead center when I talk about the birth scene, about me and the George Thorogood song being played. I've said that before in other birthday shows, and I talked about when we were in a canoe about Hurricane Agnes. And they know about Rozzy was the one that introduced me to Kevin. They know that. And they know about Scott and Gavin and Neil and the people that were on the show. They know all about that through the website, the old website. So all you got is a bunch of nothing. You got a story about I told when I was a birthday scene when I was born to the George Thorogood song. I've done that on every birthday. And about me rowing a canoe, which I mentioned on a previous show. So they're going to put their venom and piss in it. And again, folks, that is not my book. The book has not been released. And I own ownership to that book. So if you want to tackle that, there will be plagiarism. If you want to go there and you want to get, try to break into my account, there will be plagiarism involved with that. But so far, it's a bunch of gibberish. It's a bunch of old stuff that I've mentioned before. Ain't worth the time and the piss to even talk about. Now, let me address something very clear. And I'm going to say this so there's no question about it. One Kevin Kravitz is an adult. I don't have any control of what Kevin does. Kevin can do what he wants. And I don't, at this point, there was a Gorgeous George show before Kevin, and there will be a Gorgeous George show thereafter Kevin. So Kevin can do what he wants. Kevin can say what he wants. But at the end of the day, like I've said so many times, there's one Mona Lisa, there's one Leaning Tower of Pisa, and there's only one Gorgeous George. And the Gorgeous George show is still continuing. It's just that certain eyeballs can't see it. The Gorgeous George show is being played for people that it needs to be played for, but certain eyeballs can't see it. I wonder what eyeballs that they are. I live my life, and I live my life the way I want to live my life. Again, you all can go fuck yourselves. That's what you all can do. You trolls can go fuck yourselves because you're a waste of sperm and you're a waste of energy to even talk about. All right, I want to address a few things real fast. I'll make this as short as I can because it kills brain cells to even talk about these imbeciles. But they're at it again. They keep spinning the bottle, keep doing this, that, and the other, trying to get a reaction from me. I only come out when it's necessary to come out. I don't come out and make comments, but I'm going to say once again, you failed again. I got tired of some bullshit this morning, so I said, you know what? Meet me somewhere. And once again, they do their usual shit. They'll take pictures of my vehicle, snap pictures of me from afar, and tell me to come into an establishment when they're not even there. I didn't fall for it for one fucking bit. I didn't walk into that establishment. I said, you know what? I said to myself, this motherfucker is impersonating me on Facebook and YouTube. He's impersonating me using an email. So I told him, I said, look, let's take care of this the old-fashioned way. No weapons, no pictures, just nothing. Old-fashioned way. You got a problem, resolve it. No pictures, no weapons, no pictures. And this fucker did the usual thing. Come on inside an establishment, blah. I said, no, I'm not coming inside that establishment. You come out and face me. And you've got a problem with me, why don't you approach me and handle it? I will handle it. Let's go ahead and handle this, and I will handle the situation myself. Again, it's the same old rhetoric. What they want to take pictures of me. They want to go ahead and ask on Facebook pages anything about me, pay people to go ahead and snap pictures of me, hire private investigators to follow me all around. And all for what reason? Because they miss their eye candy. They miss me from being on camera. I don't need your approval. I don't need your critique. I don't need a goddamn fucking thing from any of you. I do my shows in my solitude. I do my shows where people are aware of what I do in my own page on Facebook. I have the birthday bash. I will release these things on YouTube in my own time. No one tells me what to do and how to do something. I do it on my own. I have people that have been watching me on Facebook, on my Facebook channel, and they know what I do. I don't post hardly anything on YouTube anymore. But I got to one of these points, one of these fucking rare moods where I'm sick of it. I said, meet me, face me, approach me. Don't be snapping pictures of me doing things in a parking lot. If you got a problem, you want to say something to me, approach me face to face. But what they do, so fucking predictable. They hide behind a computer screen. They have a PI that's around in the general vicinity, snapping pictures from a high program camera that can snap pictures from afar, or flying minuscule drones that you can't even see around a property. It's sitting here racking the brain. How the fuck are they doing? Where I'm at, when I'm at, and where I'm at. It's obvious. It's either a tracking system they have on the phone, a tracking system they have around my car. Ain't nothing a good car wash, a hot scrub car wash would do to the undercarriage of the car to knock off any tracking device that's on this car. And this car has been through a car wash here this morning.
So there's no devices on the car. There is a device on the there's a device on the phone that will be taken care of because I'm purchasing a new phone. That will be taken care of as well. You want to track me, you want to track everything that I do. How pathetic are you? Okay, how pathetic are you clowns, you fucking parasites that have nothing else better to do with your time than stroke off to your eye candy. Now, this shit's going to come to an end. I don't say this to get to hear myself talk. It's already coming into an end. This shit's going to come to a drastic halt. It's coming to an end. Okay? I don't say that to hear myself talk. I don't do any of that. I say it for what it is. I speaketh the truth. And the truth shall set you free. They do their usual thing. They hide. They hide, and they do post on the internet, hide behind a fake sock account. Try to impersonate me, impersonate other people. Okay? Once again, as predictable as it was, they didn't show up. They were nearby, but they didn't show up, snapping pictures from afar. And I said I wasn't getting out of my vehicle. They were going to come to me. And that was how that was going to play out. And they come out of my vehicle. I said, this is where I'm at. You can see me. Approach me. And they so desperately try to get me to come out of my vehicle. And that didn't happen. So here I am and was waiting. They didn't have the balls or gonads to come out of their vehicle. They didn't have the balls or gonads to come out of their vehicle and approach me. All they had to do was approach me. They couldn't approach me. They didn't approach me because it would not fit their narrative and it would be pissing their fucking pants. Well, here I am. Here I fucking am. And the same shit goes on and on and on. But don't worry about it, because there are other ways of skinning a cat. And believe you me, the cat will be skinned, and this shit will come to a drastic halt. It will come to a fast ending, with me being the victorious, with me being victorious and being the victor, and with the other people being just not being the ones that are defeated. How sad is it for a bunch of imbeciles and men to be fascinated and enthralled by some other man that is pretty much their superior. You all are a bunch of parasites, and I will until the end of time. I'm going to do something about it. Keep flapping your gums. Keep making that false accusations. It's just a matter of time before I fucking do something, and I can take it to court, and that, you know what, I can take it into another courtroom. I will be victorious. I will be victorious in this. I'll take this case to another fucking courtroom. Where's the interview with Magic Matt? Where's the lawsuit? Where's the interview with Magic Matt? Where's the alleged lawsuit? Okay? That only gives me a free counter suit. How pathetic. How fucking pathetic. Keep it up, though. I will be the one saying something about it, and I will put an end to it all by my lonesome. But it will come to an end. That you can rest assured. That you can bank on. And some foreigner out there, you will be in prison. If there's anything that can be done, anything that can be said, right will prevail. And that person that's pulling the strings and pulling the reins and hiring the private investigators, you will be put in prison. If I've got something to say about it, best believe that, because I said so.